Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. It's Andrade and Irwin back at it again. All right, guys. Today we're gonna do something a little different, something we've never done before.
We're gonna jump off a building.
What?
Yeah, no.
And basically, it's gonna be like a rapid fire segment, whatever you want to call it, that you've probably seen like on different types of shows. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on NBA Central's Twitter because I've seen that he or she tweets a lot of quotes, and we're gonna go through all these different quotes and little article headlines, whatever they posted, and just kind of show you guys all these tweets and then give our thoughts real quick on each one because a lot of them are very interesting, but not enough to make a whole video about it. So we figured just put them all in a compact video, and then boom, we got a topic for today.
I dig that. Let's do it, man. Something different.
Yep, and we've been getting a lot of stuff because NBA Media Day.
Hey, man.
So
yes, sir.
let's just run it off. Let's start off with a young team that seems it might have a scary future, and that is the Orlando Magic. Cole Anthony said, "I think that me and him in the backcourt could be a very, very scary sight on sharing the backcourt with Jalen Suggs." What are your thoughts on that?
This is like the first legit hope that
Orlando has had in a while.
Orlando has had in a while, man. Because it seems like they've been in.
I don't know, because that little core they had a couple years ago before Gordon got traded that they were trying to develop also had some people with hope.
Not enough
but
hope,
that
man.
franchise just doesn't give me enough hope.
Not enough hope.
It's too poorly ran.
Because, okay, well, that was a nice young core. That wasn't a franchise altering core like when they had Dwight Howard back in the day.
You think Cole Anthony could turn him around, or you
not
think
Cole Anthony? I think Jalen Suggs, because I've seen some of his games at Gonzaga, and that guy does have star potential, and that's what Orlando.
And that leadership potential.
I can't say leadership potential, but yeah, star potential, leadership, as you say, and that's what a team like Orlando needs if they want to be better than what they was.
If they want to compete with the Miami Heat as the best Florida NBA team.
It's gonna take a lot more than that, bro. Somebody win the championship to get to that.
Moving on, we got a trailer from the Russ documentary. I'm not gonna play it, but are you looking forward to this documentary?
What, the retirement home? Oh, what, they're going on in the Lakers? I'm like, yeah, I mean that's cool, man. Russ,
I don't think it's the right time to make a documentary on him. I'm not exactly sure what it's about. I haven't watched the trailer yet, but he's just got onto the Lakers, so I would have waited at least until after the first year on the Lakers before releasing this documentary. You know what I mean? I think because I think a lot of people are going to be interested in his Lakers tenure. Like, yes, his OKC tenure is probably going to be the most interesting part, but then after all this moving around, it's like, wouldn't you want to end it with?
I think they might be playing it right now because, hey, a lot of people are talking about him, and
he is in LA.
He's in LA, but at the same time, like, I don't know if you get this feeling with the Lakers. Like, this year, it feels like a 2012, 2013 when Steve Nash, Dwight Howard was there. That either it's going to go amazing or it's going to go horrible. So I guess they're taking advantage that, hey, we don't know what's going to happen. Let's just take this risk right now that everybody's hyped about the Lakers and release this right now.
True. All right. Next, we got our boy, Tyler Herro.
Your boy.
He said, "Some people are sleeping on me. I'm going to wake a lot of people up." That's something I've been saying for months now, and I'm glad that he himself is saying something like this with confidence.
I hope so, man. Then we could trade your ass for Bradley Beal, man, with that trade value up, man.
I'm telling y'all, he's one of the players that's going to have a breakout season. We're going to do a video on that. Players that we each expect to have breakout.
That's good,
or not
man.
breakout seasons, but great seasons this year.
That's not going to change, bro. I hope he blows up, man. Then when Bradley Beal finally makes up his mind, or your other boy, Zach LaVine, you bring him to South Beach.
Wait, hold up, man. I think Bradley left something on you.
Hey, maybe, man. I'm like, yo, bring Bradley Beal. Nets who? What? I'm like, yeah.
Frank Vogel said on Russ's domination in the first practice with the Lakers, quote, "He's just a blur out there, ... He was just getting in the paint and finding people for threes all practice long."
No, wait, the Lakers were making threes?
This
quote
is giving me hope that Russ is going to adapt very well with the Lakers. And I said it, I forgot in what video, that, look, Russ has never been one of my favorite players. I do think he's talented. I've always felt like he had a hard time, a little too selfish with the ball, especially for a point guard. But if there was anyone that's gonna get him to adapt as best as possible, it was gonna be LeBron James.
Wait, selfish, man. That guy's like, man, that guy. Well, his stats.
He's averaging 10 assists.
It's got to be some
numbers on papers.
I get you, man, but it can't be 100% selfish either.
I didn't say 100%.
Okay,
I said a little too selfish for a point guard, especially.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the crazy thing is, the fact is not prime peak physical Russ, and he's still doing this. That he's like a physical blur.
Oh, I get you.
That's crazy because he's older. He's like towards he's not in his prime anymore.
Yeah,
he's still doing that.
But he was already so ahead with his physicality compared to other people
for
real. You know. All right, MPJ was at a loss for words after signing his extension. Quote, in my opinion, it's like, I don't deserve this. There's people that are just as talented as me in other fields of life. Say you're a professional ping pong player, you're not making that many millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. What I thought was really funny about this quote, first of all, was like, when I read it the first time, I thought he was gonna say something like after he was saying like, oh, just as talented as me in other fields of life, I thought he was gonna say maybe like, I don't know, engineer, doctor, anything, teacher. He said ping pong, like another athlete. And I was like, okay, not where I was expecting you to go. You know what I mean? And speaking of this extension, I think this extension is so great for Denver Nuggets, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm pretty high on Denver's future. I don't want to say really high, but I'm higher than I usually am for like a lot of franchises' future. MPJ, Jamal, Jokic, I think they're gonna be around for a minute.
It all depends on how.
Obviously, MPJ.
It all depends on how Jamal is gonna come back from there. That's the X factor, bro.
Hey, this is kind of like Brooklyn's big three in the sense, like, knock on wood, that like, say Jamal Murray doesn't come back swinging, they still got Jokic and MPJ to build on, man. They still got a powerful. Because I think MPJ, man, he's also another player that I think is gonna have an extra great season this year. I think he might break out and finally start living up to that MPJ potential that we've been like waiting on, like, you know. Mm-hmm. And at his length, what he can do at his size, that guy still too early for me to say the next KD. I know some people say that, but he has the potential to be like a KD. I'm not gonna say like KD, but like a KD.
Offensively, yes. Defensively, hell no.
Give it time, bro.
No, man.
He's young, man. A lot of young players don't start playing serious defense until a little.
Prime KD can light you up, and he can lock your ass down.
Yeah, well, we're in prime KD still. Yeah, that's why he's, according, I think it's Sports Illustrated or ESPN, whatever,
the best player in the NBA. Okay, I mean, there's debate on that, but
which is what we ranked them. You know, I don't know if you noticed this, but the way we ranked those four, like Steph, LeBron, Curry, and who was it?
Your mama,
Luka. Was it Luka?
I don't know.
Was the same way that these other major publications had ranked the top four.
Yeah.
All right. According to this quote, I'm not exactly sure if I fully believe it, but apparently, quote, I was asking around a couple of teams just for their opinion on the trade value of Kyrie Irving. It's virtually zero, end quote.
I think that's a little bit exaggerated.
I have a hard, like, yes, Kyrie might not be the easiest NBA player to deal with, but the guy's talent far exceeds a lot of other players, period, in the NBA.
But hey, Brooklyn, if you guys
virtually zero.
If you guys want to change your mind, hey, we'll give you Tyler Herro for Kyrie Irving.
Nah, you're stupid, man.
Man,
you want to trade Tyler Herro for Kyrie Irving?
You want to take that?
I like Kyrie Irving, but I'm not taking that headache. He wouldn't fit into the Heat culture. He's not 100% focused in basketball. Do you know basketball? You want a guy who's not 100% focused. Not even you want. You think a guy that's not 100% focused on basketball. Shit, I don't even think he's 90% focused on basketball.
I'll take that risk.
On that he'd fit in the Heat culture. Well, Pat Riley wouldn't take that risk because Pat Riley knows basketball, and so do I. You're wrong.
Well, I mean, there's a 5% chance that you're always wrong. That's how it goes.
And then we got Ben Simmons is willing to sit the whole season if Philly doesn't move him. Quote, when you talk to people close to Ben, I say, okay, worst case scenario is it takes all year. Would he sit all year? And the answer right now is yes. End quote.
Man, no, man. Right now we're in what? Media day, training camp. Man, these players are gonna put up that front. The teams are gonna put up that front. Wait till he starts missing game checks.
Exactly.
Yeah, wait till that happens.
Exactly. And look, something that I think Perk said this, which I had in my back of my mind. Nowadays, NBA players are making so much money, and yes, you can take inflation into account, but they're making so much money that they actually can sit out more than any other generation of NBA players, because the top tier ones are making so much per year. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you are living a certain lifestyle, guys, so keep that in mind. And you start missing those game checks to live up to that lifestyle, you're gonna start. It's gonna start hitting you.
That take the repercussions of what might happen, especially for the players, if Ben Simmons actually goes through it, and what could happen with the next collective bargaining agreement. See if Adam Silver is gonna start pressuring, Ben Simmons to be like, "Hey, man, you better get this shit resolved. Either sit out or get your ass traded or some shit like that."
Yeah. All right, let's rush through these last three. Drake is partnering with the NBA to release an exclusively capsule collection celebrating 6 iconic world champion franchises. The Raptors, Lakers, Bulls, Celtics, Heat, and Knicks have been picked as the NBA teams that will be available in the newest OVO gear. Let's go.
I fuck with that.
Ooh. If you are any of those 6 teams or a fan of any of those 6 teams, get excited. That's pretty dope.
I fuck with that.
I don't really love how that jacket's looking. I hope there's more shit, maybe tees and stuff. But
I fuck with that.
And hats. It looks like there's gonna be hats.
Yeah.
But I do fuck with that. Shout out Drake. Certified Lover Boy is a hit.
It is.
I didn't love it at first.
Nah.
It's growing on me. I think it has timeless potential. Not his best album.
No.
But not his worst album.
Nah.
So, good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough. And then Avery Bradley said, quote, I think I might be the best on-ball defender in the NBA, end quote. Avery. I like you, bro. But
you could.
I don't know about all that. I know. Could. There's a lot of people that could, but what do you vouch on that? You even give it to him?
No.
Okay.
Stay healthy first.
But it does get me. I am excited for this team, man. They're doing this. And lastly, let's end it on this guy.
Your boy.
Because here's another person. I don't want to say he's gonna have a breakout season because we already know who he is. But
he already broke out. He broke out the pandemic P.
Paul George says he's ready to have one of the most complete seasons of his careers. Quote, I think I proved it and showed it to myself during the playoffs. Guys,
you know what?
Don't be surprised if he's in the MVP running this
year. If this was last year, I'd be like, yo, fuck out of here, man. Pandemic P-ass. I'm like, nah, but okay. Now that he did his thing, I still think it's a little bit exaggerated, but I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I think the way it's going to work out is he's going to pop off in the regular season. That's also why I think it'll be MVP running. And then towards the second half or the last quarter of the regular season, Kawhi should come back, if not by the start of the postseason, and then that'll just get the Clippers flowing and
maybe Kawhi
will make that playoff run. But
maybe Kawhi's gonna come back.
Kawhi not being in the picture,
maybe
gives
Kawhi's
Paul George that opening to go for MVP. He seems motivated. Again, like Erwin said, this is NBA Media Day. They're gonna talk their shit right now, and I forgot where I read this, but I saw something about this little inkling or hint that Kawhi may come back at some point this season. But I don't know. We'll see. I got hopes in the Clippers this year, though. I don't want to say championship hopes, but I got hopes. I think that LA rivalry is gonna be nice this season.
It will, man. It'd be interesting to see. Guys, let us know in the comments what you guys think.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think of this segment. If you guys want to see this more, I'm down to do it more often. Talked about a lot of things.
It was fun, man. Getting enough engagement, we'll do more of these, part 2 or part 3, and so on and so on. But either way, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Catch us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all podcast streaming platforms. If you guys like what we do, you know what's going on in this channel.
Give it a sub.
Yeah, give it a sub.
Give it a like. Join the BTD community. Show some love.
Yeah,
we'll show love back.
Yeah, exactly. All that good stuff. We'll catch you guys soon. For now,
take care.